this is how the man's legend was it.
Don't film this.
I'm sorry.
What's up and welcome back, everybody. On today's video, we're gonna be... Come on, brother. Oh. On today's video, we're gonna be feeding all of my venomous snakes. Now in this collection, we have about 15 venomous snakes and we have 4 crocodilians, and we're gonna be feeding every single one of my animals in today's video. Let's get it started. All right, Robert, come over here and check out what we got for today's meal. This is what we're having for dinner today. We got about 4 medium rats for some of our big boys. And now a couple of these animals do eat live, so about 2 or 3 of them actually aren't gonna eat. We got a couple of little mice, we got 3-4 fuzzies, and a couple of pinkies. Let's jump right into it. Let's go ahead and let's feed that little feisty snake you guys just saw striking right at me. This is one of my newest snakes right here. This is actually a pastel monocled cobra. So unlike a usual monocled cobra, this animal is going to be a little bit lighter in coloration. You can see she's got a beautiful, nice beige hood with that gray body. And she is a firecracker of a monocled cobra. Look at that. Super, super defensive snake. Now you can see her slamming, trying to bite me through the glass, and I have to be very, very careful because if she slams her face too much into that glass, it's actually gonna make her bleed, and it's gonna give her what we call nose rub. We're gonna unlock this cage. Now this snake is actually very, very aggressive, so we have to be very, very careful when it comes to feeding this guy. Now not only is she a very defensive snake, but when she's feeding, she's gonna be extra crazy because she smells that rat. So you got a very defensive snake in feeding mode, which is a recipe for disaster. If she comes flying over, run away. Come here, darling, I've got a rat for you. Come here, come here, come here. Woo, look at her flying, mouth wide open. This cobra right here acts like a spitting cobra. The way she strikes at you, mouth open, almost as if she's about to spit venom right in your eyes. Such a cool snake. This snake definitely takes a cake for the most favorite snake in my venomous snake collection. All right, darling, let's put your rat up in there. Give this a nice good close. You have to be extremely careful because even though she's got that rat in her mouth, if she decides to let go and bite me, it's gonna happen in the split of a second. All right, back in character, back in character. All right. All right, the next snake we have right here, this is an Indian cobra. As you guys can see, her cage is a little bit dirty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull her out. I'm gonna toss her in this bin and I'm gonna let her eat in that bin while I service her cage. Now cobras eat really, really fast, so I don't have to worry about it taking too long. This snake right here is not the friendliest snake either. So you wanna be very, very careful when working with this guy. Now he's a lot better than the pastel monocled cobra, but he still is an Indian cobra, so he's a highly toxic, highly venomous snake and could kill you very, very fast. All right. Robert, keep an eye on that snake. Now, cobras are really good eaters, so once she gets a sniff of this rat, it should be game over. See? No problems when it comes to eating with this big female Indian cobra. Ooh, doggy. And if you guys didn't know, Robert, check out the back of the shirt. Can you see? Can you see? Do I gotta move the hair? Can you see? What does that say? What does that say? What does that say? It says gator trapper, baby! Now, if you guys didn't know, I recently became an alligator trapper for the state of Florida. So when someone has a nuisance alligator that is a threat to people or their dogs, they basically call me to come and remove that alligator. Now, I've been trying to become a nuisance alligator trapper for years, and I'm super, super stoked to finally become one. Now, me and Robert actually went on 2 calls earlier today. We didn't catch any gators, unfortunately, but a couple weeks ago, I caught an 11-foot alligator for Chandler, and you guys can check that out on his channel. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It was a huge gator. So very soon, hopefully, we'll be able to deliver some awesome footage of me catching some nuisance wild alligators. And remember, guys, don't give your snakes any water that you wouldn't drink yourself. Delicious. All right, guys, now the next snake we're going to be feeding today is the Indo-Chinese black and white spitting cobra. Now you can actually see there's a little bit of venom on the glass right there, but she's right back in that corner. Now I don't want to open the glass too much because this snake will spit right in my eyes and it is not a pleasant experience. Ooh, we got her. Robert, come check out this snake. Try to get a shot without being spit in the face. Ooh, look at that. She's definitely in feeding mode. Attack. Woo, doggy. Look at that. Such a dangerous snake to work with. It's a whole different ball game when you have to deal with the snake trying to spit in your eyes the same time you're feeding it. All right, moving on to the Arizona blacktail rattlesnake. Now this guy is super striky when being fed, but is actually one of the sweetest snakes in my collection. Now we did get rid of a few different snakes. We got rid of my timber rattlesnake, we got rid of the copperhead, and some of the lower end snakes. Now you guys have to remember, this is a colección. It's not a collection, it's a colección. So we want some pristine animals, high end, super expensive, not so expensive, but just very unique, rare animals. So a couple of the animals didn't make the cut on the collection, so we filtered some stuff out, so that way we can make some room for new species. Come on, Tequila. The Arizona blacktail rattlesnake. Now, Robert, I want you to zoom in on her tongue. This snake, when she flicks her tongue, it's super slow, and it gives you the best look at a snake's tongue. Now look at that tongue. Look how beautiful that tongue is. That is one of the coolest features about this snake. Uh-oh, she smells it. She smells it. She smells it. Oh, look at that strike. Look at that strike. 2 inches from Robert's hand. Wow, look at that strike again. All right, let's let her have it this time. One more strike. He's right here. Look at that. Whew. Such a beautiful snake. All right, mama, enjoy that meal. Nice. All right, guys, it's been long enough. The Indian cobra should be done eating. Let's see if she's done. Oh yeah, she devoured that medium rack in less than 2 minutes. Dude, this Indian's getting huge. Like, look at the size of this Indian now. When I got her, she was not this big. Now she's turning into an absolute hunk of a snake. All right, a super strong cobra. One of the strongest and most muscliest cobras I have here at Stone's World. Now guys, we're getting ready. We got our new facility. We got our new snake room done. We did the floors. We have gray wood oak floors in the new snake room. We mudded the drywall. We've done everything. We built our double door. We've done everything to be ready for Florida Fish and Wildlife inspection. So soon we'll be doing a video moving the entire snake collection, which is gonna be awesome. I'm super excited not having to go to my warehouse where I can walk straight out of my house, right in my snake room, right outside for my baby crocodiles. All these crocodiles are going in an outside pen, so all these guys are gonna get natural sunlight. No more bulbs, no more heat lamps. My 2 gators, they're gonna get natural sunlight. The crocodile, the caiman, everyone is gonna be living their best life at Stone's World, new facility. All right, guys, let's switch it up. Let's feed a snake that you guys haven't seen too much. So this next snake we're gonna feed right here, this is one of my adult albino monocled cobras. This is actually the most recent venomous snake I have acquired in my collection. Now, we haven't seen this snake much at all in my collection. I think I only showed you guys this snake one time. Oh, look at that. She just shed. Whoo, look at that. Right out of the box, slam that rat. Robert, be very careful because she will let go. A big meal for this sub-adult albino monocled cobra. Now we're just gonna leave her right there. She tasted that rat, she knows it's there, and she's definitely gonna eat it. So we're just gonna close this on up, let her be, and hopefully she'll finish her meal. And if you guys look at this, you can see she just shedded her skin. So this is her natural, beautiful colors. Now this snake right here is T-negative albino, het for diamond leucistic. The leucistics, unlike the albinos, are a solid white snake and are absolutely beautiful. Check this out. The Eastern Diamondback has been putting on some size. Look at that boy. He's thick. He's a thick boy. He's a thick boy. Oh, she's eating. Look at that. Beautiful. But the Eastern is getting huge. Now, unfortunately, she does love to eat live prey. So for the majority of the time, just to make it easy, I feed her live large rats. And you can see she's absolutely throwing on some girth. So today we're not going to feed her, and we're not going to feed the pygmy rattlesnake. Look at that guy. He is getting huge too. Look at him. Now, he actually eats pretty much almost adult mice, and he just slams these things. And now he's putting on some size. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave him off the feed for a couple of weeks. That way he slims down and he stays nice and healthy. But look at the rattlesnake. She is finishing up her meal right now. As you can see, snakes actually don't unhinge their jaws. Their jaws aren't even hinged to begin with. So this snake right here, all she's doing is just opening her mouth. She doesn't have to unhinge and rehinge because they're not connected to begin with. Look at the little spitter. You want another meal? All right, we'll give you another one. All right, guys, the next snake we're gonna feed is my forest cobra. Now let's see if ooh, he shedded. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to see what his colors are. Look at this shedding here, Robert. I gotta pull that out. Look at that. Look how long he is. Dude, I didn't even think he was that long. All right, let's see if we can get Mr. Forest Cobra to come say hello. Hi, Belty. Oh, look at that. A little African mouse just for you. Just for you. He's eating good now. When he eats, you have to be absolutely still. Now, I can talk just fine because snakes can't hear. This snake finally took down another meal, which is a big deal here at Stone Sorrel because this little guy, he's an import. He's been very, very tricky to get to eat. But once I see him eat, I'm super, super confident. Now, if a snake like this, if it's a finicky eater, if he eats one, don't go ahead and feed him a second because this guy, he'll actually regurgitate it. You don't want to feed him too much, just a little bit, just the perfect amount. So I'm just gonna drop his hide, close his cage, and that's all she wrote. He's gonna digest that, he's gonna grow, and hopefully that forest cobra will be 9, 10, almost 11 feet long one day, which is gonna be absolutely insane. All right, y'all, heck with them snakes. Come feed some crocs, come on. Check these guys out right here. These are my absolute favorite. This right here, these are my baby alligators. All right, food. Look at that. Whew. Now I need to hurry. And I need to get another one before they fight. All right. Who ate already?
Yeah, this one.
All right. Look at that. Little pinky for each one of my baby gators. These guys right here are absolute little demons. Look at that. Now we're actually gonna clean their water right now. It's a little dirty, but that's just from feeding them so much croc chow. When they chew the croc chow, it'll break up. It'll dirty up the water like this. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna clean this enclosure. All right, heck with them gators. Let's feed the croc. Let's feed Sawbeck the Nile crocodile a couple of little pinkies. Ooh, he is lightning fast, dude. I actually got a couple pinkies. I got 3 pinkies right here. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give them all to him. Let's see if we can get him to come out. Food. Woo-hoo. Such a cool little crocodile, dude. Out of all my crocodilians, he's definitely my favorite. One more treat for the little water dog, a little mouse head. Ooh, good job, Butty. All right, guys, let's try to feed the Gaboon Piper. He's another one of my snakes in my collection that would much rather eat a live prey. But we're gonna see if we can get him on frozen thawed. But look at the size of this mouse. This right here is almost an adult mouse. This may look like a huge meal for him, but in all actuality, it's not that big. You can see he's a very short snake, but he's a very stout and stubby and fat snake. So he could be able to eat this. Let's give it a try. Come on. Oh, yes. We got the Gaboon eating frozen thawed. Let's go, dude. All right, guys, now I don't want to film him too much. I'm just going to close up this tub and pray to God that he eats that mouse. All right, let's go back to feeding another really fun snake. This right here is an albino monocled cobra. Now, I have 2. I have my sub-adult, and right here is my little baby. But you want to be very, very careful because this guy, he'll light you up really, really quick. Look at that. He's putting on some size. Oh, he tasted it. Woohoo, he tasted it. Come on, little dude. Hey, come on, you gotta work for it. Come on, you gotta work for it. Oh, look at that. Yeesh. Just a little snack for this guy, but that's no problem because he eats everyone's leftovers. So if the crocs don't eat, or if another baby snake doesn't eat, he always finishes off everyone's meal. As you guys can see, we have 1 more leftover rat, so why not feed it to the craziest snake in my collection? Let me it all in. Woo! Woo! Look at that snake. Such a dangerous snake. One more meal. I know you got it in you. Oh, look at that. Look at her dragging that rat back into her lair. Look at how cool that is. All right, guys, that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed watching today's video, if you enjoyed seeing these snakes, seeing these crocodiles, seeing these alligators, don't forget, like, comment, and the most important part, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.